Hello, sorry if I look a bit exhausted. This is Casper Clemmensen and welcome to Quackmoor. I have tried to do this recording, I'm not kidding, 10 times. Quackmoor is my own role-playing game. It is an interpretation of the old school Dungeons and Dragons, way back to before it was maybe even Dungeons and Dragons, maybe even Qauckmoor, OD&D and Chainmail. Learning from previous mistakes, as I have done this over and over, I am not going to talk too much about the rules here. We're going to see them through live action role-playing. Me playing this game solo. Yes, I just pulled Quackmoor up. Down to your left, you have 4 characters left. Yeah. Actually, you only have 3, and the 4th one is a question mark. Now, what we are going to do together is we're going to roll a character, the last character of the party, and then we're going to run a solo game session where the rules should be come in use, and you will see how the game works. Because apparently it is very difficult for me to explain my own game, so you will see them through play. I will, however, quickly show you what I have so far and what is still missing. Is the lovely cover. I made all the illustrations, by the way. Quackmoor, a fantasy adventure campaign by Casper Clemmensen. Some introductory words on Quackmoor, character sheet, the game mechanics explained on 1 page, character creation on 1 page, and then it dives. The following section still needs some rearranging. Dives a bit into what sort of different anthropomorphic backgrounds you can expect. Dives a bit into abilities and classes. Then it dives a bit more detail into the anthropomorphic backgrounds. We got the adult morph, we got duck clubs, we got the canid, which are foxes and wolves, we got the junior morphs, and we got the pork morph. The pork is half pig, half orc, or half orc and half pig, wherever your allegiance lies. Then we go into the classes section, where each class is described in detail. We got cleric with 3 sub-cleric classes. We got the fighting morph. We got the wizard. We got the thief. We got inventory and adventuring gear. We got combat. And we got a very empty magic section, but that is deliberate, because if you choose to use my game campaign setting, you will have to know that, I guess you have to have, but you can find that everywhere on the internet. I guess you have to have either sort of either white box or some of the 3 little brown books, or you have to have some other products, perhaps delving deeper, perhaps white box FMAG. You have to have some OD&D rules, because clerics and wizards use the spell tables from that, at least as it is now. I have planned to add some campaign-specific spells, such as Smoke Bomb, Sap, and Transformation. I guess the smoke bump would be your puff bump. Sorry, yeah, and in that case, the sleep spell. I could reskin the spells. I'm thinking about that. Anyways, let's get back up here. I decided, mostly for funds, to make a little imaginary company called Dark Unicorn Games. Yes, that is something, an idea I'm playing with. Next step will be to introduce the characters down here, and also come up or find an empty character sheet. I'm going to close this window and open another. I'm going to use my Clip Studio Paint to do that. Here we have an empty character sheet. It is gray for now. Maybe we will find a matching color. Let me show you the other guys first. And then maybe hide this one. Okay, so first of all, this is I arranged the character sheets in the marching order. So when you look at the screen down here, number 3 down there, the duck with the plate helmet, is Dagobert Duck. He is a fighting morph. He's not very bright or very wise. His only bonus he gets is his strength. Dagobert Duck, our fighting morph. Then we have Odal Goof Jr. is your goof down there in the middle. He is a cleric of Saint Eck. He's a junior morph, which actually makes him an Eck of Saint Eck. Yeah, he can, because he is a cleric of order alignment, he can cast miracles and turn the undead. He fights with a flail, and he wears plate armor and carries a shield. So that's that. And then we have your fair lady on the left side, Nog Og, who is also a fighting morph. She also was quite unlucky with her rolls. You can perhaps say that Odal was even more unlucky. He neither got any bonuses or I should say any modifiers to any of his abilities, because he rolled somewhat in the middle. He's sort of mediocre. But at least I rolled a 14 strength for Nog Og. He is the Duck Club's morph. I should maybe say a bit about club dogs, that they can only be two classes. That is the fighting morph and the subclass cleric of Saint Omelette. So they're sort of limited in their choice of classes, but they got the background with most abilities. So what they miss on classes, they gain on abilities. Yeah, she is fighting with a background-specific weapon called Spear of the Heavens, and she wears a leather armor. Let's roll a new character, and I will get my dice up. So this will be completely random. So let's take a look at the character generation page. Let's jump down to the character creation page, and try and follow this sort of step by step. It says print, photocopy, draw your character record sheet. I have already done that in a way. I just use Clip Studio Paint. Then it says get familiar with the morphs, and it should probably say the classes. The different classes. I will only delve much into it if I feel it's necessary. Then the first step, or the third step, would be to roll 3d6 for each ability score and arrange to taste. That means you don't have to roll it like 3d6 down the line. I have a piece of scrap paper here in my spiral notebook. And we shall roll the dice. 3d6. Ooh, that was a lot. That is actually 17. That is 12. That is 11. That is 12. That is 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last ability score is 8. I can already tell you that it's not going to be 100% random because I think I want to add a wizard. So I don't even think I am going to make a wizard, but I'm going to make everything else random. So let's give the wizard 17 in intelligence right off the bat. 17. And let's erase the 17. So we've used that. What else would a wizard need? Actually, what we should do, we should stop right now. Not stop entirely, but pause and think about our morph background first, because it will influence what the choices I have. Who can actually be a wizard? Adult morphs can be wizards. Canids can be wizards. Junior morphs can be wizards. Duck clubs cannot be wizards because they are actually rather intolerant to mostly everything except themselves, and they are especially intolerant towards magic. And porks can sadly not be wizards, so it's actually 3-sided die we need to roll. So it's actually 6-sided, but there are only 3 numbers on the die, and we rolled a 3, which makes it a junior morph. So it's some sort of junior morph wizard. We can also add that junior morph. What's next? I'm thinking that when the wizard is out of spells or just want to keep his spells, he can also maybe use some other form of weapon. Maybe we should make him a sort of ranged guy also, because we haven't got any ranged guys or girls. I could give him a high dex, but it wouldn't matter. I think I'm also going to give him 12 in charisma, because then he can have some more henchmen. So as for strength, I think I just want to give him the lowest, which is 8. Then perhaps 9 in wisdom. No, 9 in constitution, I think. And 11 in wisdom, because he's sort of a junior morph and they're sort of considered resourceful. So I don't want to make him completely useless. Although wisdom is the cleric sort of ability, but you also use wisdom for other things. For instance, it is your bonus against spells, or it will add to your how should I say it? your saving throw versus spells. So that is also one thing to keep in mind. That is our numbers. And let's add the bonuses. To get a bonus, you need to have 14 or more in an ability score. You can also get a negative modifier if you have 7 or less. And note down your abilities, skills, and your fighting capability, the combat section for details. Let's do that. I think that's it for abilities. So what does the character generation page say? Hit die and hit points. Your HD determines your amount of your hit die determines your amount of hit points found in the classes section. When characters reach 0 HP hit points, they are considered unconscious. If they go under by a certain amount, your character dies. Each level of a character may have a minus HP total equal to, it should say, their level, meaning a first level character is dead at -2 and a second level character is dead at -3. So, let's go down to the wizard again. It's a lot of going back and forth here. You can see here that the hit die is a d6 plus 2 on level 1. So let's roll that. Whoa! He is a beefy. Did I say he? We haven't even rolled. We haven't rolled the sex of the unimorph yet. Let me just actually fill this out. Apprentice. So let's go through it one more time. So he or she is a junior morph. It's a wizard, level 1, 0 XP. Title is Apprentice. Movement is 120. Let's just do this now. The hit die is a 1d6 plus 2 HP. We are rolling now. Oh, we rolled that. We got 8. Goody. And fighting capability was as morph. I will also add the alignment of the wizard, which is going to be, I think, neutrality. And as I said in the introduction, the characters have a fixed saving throw number of 10, but the different classes have bonuses, so let's actually write that in as well. So wizards have +1 versus death, +1 versus once, +2 versus getting turned into stone, +0 versus breath and explosions, +2 versus spells. So 1, 1, 2, 2. Let's figure out two things. Let's figure out, is it a him or her, and come up with a name and then buy some equipment. So, is it a let's do the flip die. I'm going to use this coin die I have. 1 is male, 2 is female. So a female is probably a little witch. So let's add that up here. F for female. And then one other funny thing is that we can roll on this handy little table, this little random morph table that adult morphs and junior morphs roll on to figure out which sort of anthropomorphic animal they are. Where is it? Here it is. So it's D66. So I'm going to roll 2 dice of different color. Those are the 10s, and those are the 1s. So 64. What is 64? Oh, we got another goof. I'm always so excited when I roll a goof. That's because I'm a bit of a goof myself. We got a girl goof. Excellent. We know that the character is a wizard. We could call it witch when it's a female. Could also just call it a wizard or sorceress. It's up to you. Wizard is just what I call it. I'm thinking witch here, maybe. So a witchy name with G. Gretchen? Gretchen Goof? Greta. Gretchen. Gretchen Goof. That is a really good goof name. Gretchen. Is that with an S? Gretchen? No, I think it's with an like that. Okay. So we just need to do the inventory. And you have as many inventory slots as you have strength. You have strength score. So we have 8 slots. We are not counting the weapons or the armor in these slots, however. So it's just sort of your other equipment. So I can already say that I want a backpack. Then I also want a bedroll. But now let's go and have a look at the inventory section. Okay. I'm thinking that she has also got some sort of loot sack. So, small loot sack. That can carry a 200 coins. So if we find a lot of treasure, it would be really good to have extra loot sack. What else? What else? Maybe ink and quill, so you can actually copy spells. Ink and quill. I have 4 more inventory spaces. As per my rules, you can get a reading glass. It is a bit expensive. That gives you a wee bonus on spellcasting. But I also need to carry it, so would I want to do that? I don't think so, actually. I think I will want to buy soap, because what soap does in this game, I should actually write there are 6 uses on soap, is that you can use soap for various stuff. You can get +1 to your charisma, but you can also use it to make your enemy step in the soap and fall over. You can also use soap to wash away curses. That is a very, very useful item. It has 6 uses. So yeah. Then we also need, I think, a lantern. Then we need lantern oil. And we also need rations. Oh, lantern oil. Perhaps we should get 4 of those. So there's no room for a water skin. We are not going in where we need a water skin, or are we? You know what? We probably are. So I'm going to ditch the little loot sack and write water skin instead. So you can't really carry anything more, but the most important thing would also be treasure, right? So you can carry that in her backpack. And also we should roll coin. I just bought stuff now without paying, so I'm just going to roll how many coins she got. She has coin 11 coin left. So I don't think I added that to any of the others. Let me do that actually. Let me also rearrange this shit. And then make a layer here for Gretchen. Gretchen. And then this. Oh, should be ready now. I think everyone is ready. Let's give them some coin. Seven coins for Dagobert. And oh yeah, one little thing that I noticed or thought about is that I still want the soap to be able to get rid of curses. I have some equipment on my or some of the adventuring gear here. Is that some of the gear is more rare than others than other. That is, for example, the reading glasses. There's a 1 in 6 chance that they have reading glasses because it gives quite a bonus to spellcasting. So there's 1 in 6 chance that a shop will have it. Same goes for reading glass. It's not quite so rare, but there's a 3 in 6 chance that the shop will have it. And also, I'm thinking of making soap quite rare. Although you have 6 uses with soap, there's also a 1 in 6 chance to that the shop will have it. So actually, what I think we should roll to see if Gretchen at all could be able to buy the soap. Die. 1 in 6 chance. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to erase soap from her inventory. Sadly. But on the other hand, it will make her have one more slot open. So as that, so we got all 4 characters: Dagobah Duck, Odel, Gretchen, and Knock-Ock. We should be ready now to do some actual solo role-playing using Quackmoor. Let me just remove that and get party up. Whoa. Can I make them a bit smaller? Whoopsie. So we still need to draw kitchen. So we're going to do that now. Yeah. Let's get Gretchen up. So I guess I'm ready to draw Gretchen Goof, the Junior Morph Witch. Or am I? Let's see. Should say the little disclaimer that this is my what should we call it, my Plan B drawing tablet. This is my, it's old, it's well used. I have a way better drawing tablet, but it's taking up too much space to use right now. So yeah, bear with me and cross your fingers. The party. Now I will pause the video and get Dungeon Scroll ready. We're going to use Dungeon Scroll. So let's continue. I've put a Dungeon Scroll up, which we're going to use today since I don't use my second camera. I think we don't need see me, so I will use some magic and make me disappear. Yes, I can do magic tricks. Maybe put the party in the center here. Maybe slightly small. And I think we should. I'm going to get a piece of graph paper. Some graph paper. Take notes on. And we're going to use Perplexing Ruins Overland Adventure PDF to come up with some sort of quest that the party is going to try to solve in the dungeon. Or do, not solve, I have more do, it's a quest. undertake a quest. So for that, I'm just going to roll physically here. And I rolled a 2. That is find, recover something. An artifact. Yes, classic situation, classic quest. And actually, I'm going to make myself reappear again. Because I will want to use an external resource. I am going to use, if I can find it, where the heck is it? Madeline Hale's Curios. This one. Arcane Artifacts and Curios. It's the Bible of Arcane Artifacts and Curios. So, what is that artifact? There are 10 entries, so we can roll a 10-sided die. Let's roll so you can see. Boom. That's a 4. So that would be a weapon. So let's go to the weapons section on page 131. D100. Nine. 309. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I have rolled what is called the Sing-Song Blade appearance. A slim katana in a sheath. I might change that due to the setting. The wood of the handle and the sheath are hollow. And dotted with holes at even intervals. At a passing glance, it appears to be a wooden flute. Enchantment. This blade can be held to the user's lips and played like a lovely flute. The notes are loud and pure and are clearly audible over the most raucous of noises. So it can sort of it has a frequency that can be heard. History. This blade was carried by Sidicus Harper, a traveling bard who made his living by playing his lovely music in taverns and town squares. Sidicus Harper. I'm not going to say that it's a katana. I don't think it fit my setting here. It can just be a slim sword. So the party is I'm going to disappear again. By some quest giver patron has given them. Perhaps it's Hidicus. I can't remember his name. Let's not bother about that. They are to find the blade, the sing-song blade. This is ridiculous. In some sort of dungeon. Let's roll a dungeon because we are going to use Perplexing Ruins Dungeon Adventure Generator. to come up with a theme and stuff for the dungeon. So, what sort of theme do we have? Criminal theme is criminal. What type is it? I rolled a 2. It's a crypt. Criminal crypt? Maybe some sort of criminal was type. I don't know. Maybe a king of the thieves or something. Oh yeah, crypt. The type is a crypt. I wrote wrong. Then we have to give the dungeon a name, and it's going to be, of course, the crypt of infested. So name is the criminal crypt. I don't know if we need criminal of infested, and then we need something more. And there are 2 tables, so I'm going to roll the 6-sided to see which one. Table 1. The criminal crypt of infested vales. Or the crypt of infested vales. Yes. Okie dokie. And of course, we're just going to be at the dungeon store. So we don't have a hex map or anything, but I can say that I would normally start this within the Quackmoor area, which is a moor, of course, where the castle Quackmoor is the dominant settlement or structure. It is a castle upon a hill of sorts, a very steep hill. Might even be a cliffside. Anyways, this is not at Castle Quackmoor. This is somewhere else in the same region. So I'm thinking it might be sort of ankle-deep water there. Just to have some more theme. Ankle-deep water. Okay. It's some sort of crypt. The crypt of infested vales. And the quest item, find the sing-song blade. And then in a tomb, I'm going to say, we're going to be tomb robbers today. So, okay, I'm going to use my binder today, because the way it's set up, wherein I have Osric's procedural dungeon generator. So we're going to come up with or draw the dungeon on the fly using the dungeon generator of Osric. We can roll a starting area. There are 6 starting areas in the Osric generator. I could also just come up with my own. There's one here, however, I find quite interesting. Ba, 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 ba. Which is number 5, actually. Let me draw that. Is that a hexagon or octagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon. So I'm seeing something you can't see. It's actually an octagon. Not that it matters. There. But I don't know why it doesn't really fit. Whoopsie. We have to erase something because it's slightly bigger than it should be, which is a bit annoying. Like that. Okay, so what we have of doors here, we have a... Oh, it's slightly too... Yeah, one sec. I have actually to... Let me pause the video. I have to redraw this. Okay, that wasn't too hard. So it's looking like that. And let's draw the corridors in, actually. There are 2 corridors that goes out left and right, 30 feet in each direction. And then we have doors to the south and the north. And we have a little door down here. And there's already planned out a room down here. That's weird. It's looking a bit like this. So maybe it's some intel we already have that there's a small room in the antechamber here. And the entrance to the dungeon is via a spiral stair. So look up spiral. And it's a round spiral stair. So let's actually use this one. It's actually a bigger spiral. This big? It's actually a huge spiral staircase going up, sorry. We took it down, but it's going up. Okay. So, whoa, the character sheet disappeared. Anyways, who gave us this quest? I'm interested in knowing that. Oh shit, I just realized I just realized that not that it matter. That I paused the video, so I was talking a bit. Doesn't really matter. I've drawn the entrance, the starting area. So they're just coming down these huge spiral stairs. Yeah. So, and let's say it's not like a specific patron who gave them this. intel or this quest. Let's just say it's something they overheard in a tavern somewhere, that the sing-song blade should be in the crypt of the infested vales, and now the party has traveled. The rumor speaks the truth. Okay, I'm thinking that Gretchen lights her lantern. And let's do the first encounter roll. No, actually not encounter roll, sorry. The first roll of the dungeon. And each time we have a new room, we have to roll to see the content of the room. I'm rolling with a 20-sided die in the Osric dungeon generator. So let's do this. 1, it's empty. Just empty. So the question is, where are they going? And I will leave that up to fate. There is, let's say that the left corridor is 1, the northern door is 2, the eastern corridor is 3, the little room is 4, and the door to the south is 5. And before we do anything more, let's get some, what do you call it, a lamp, I should call it. Get some atmosphere here. So where is the party going? That is a 1. So they're actually interested in this door, in this corridor over here. Okay. So this is turn 1 still. So let's count how many steps we have actually walked. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going down here. And then we have to roll on the general table to see what's ahead in the corridor. "14. Side passages. See table 21. Side passages. Check this table again in 30 feet. Table 21. Side passages. Right 90 degrees. Oh. So what in reality happens here is that from here off it continues 3 more squares, and then it goes actually up here. Actually 1 more, I should say. So on the 4th turn here, it goes, or 4th square, it goes up 3 squares. Like that. And I'm going to flip the coin to see where the party is going. 1 is straight ahead, 2 is right. They're going straight ahead. Oh, there's scaredy cats. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when they come to this spot, 1 turn has passed. And I'm going to roll the encounter die. Oh dear! We have our first encounter. And for that, I'm going to use the white box. Tools and Wizardry white box encounter table. And it's a percentage die, so let me roll that. 73. Ooh. We actually got a magic user level 3 on our hands. So before we do anything else, there's some sort of magic user coming from somewhere. Is he coming from the western side or from the north? He's coming from the west. So what I'm going to do is what you actually sort of have to do, well, you don't have to, is that you actually roll what's going on further down because I'm here. Whoopsie, wrong. Here, I actually have to roll again. How the dungeon looks like in the next 30 feet. Three. That's actually a chamber. Roll on table 2B. Chambers check again on this table 30 feet after leaving the chamber. So let's wait a bit with the magic user. We meet a wizard down here. I'm going to roll on the chambers table. And the chamber is really small. It's 10 times 20 feet, square feet. So that is quite a small chamber. Huh. Almost like a corridor. But it is a chamber nonetheless. So he's coming from up there. Okay. What we do now is that we roll dice to see if either side is surprised. We are the white die. They are the blue die. We are actually surprised. Let's roll a reaction roll. 7 is sort of, you know, sort of mediocre. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going to have to scroll down and look at the reaction table. So I rolled a 7. It's an uncertain roll. Roll again. Okie dokie. 7. No, 8, sorry. Negotiate. Roll again. So what I'm going to say here is, do some of our characters have some charismatic advantage? Don't think so. No, neither of the characters have bonuses in charisma. So it's just going to be a straight roll, but it's open that he's sort of up to negotiate. And it's some sort of wizard. Let's roll what sort of wizard it is. It's a 3-sided die. It's actually a junior morph. And let's roll what sort of junior morph wizard we have. Yeah. 33. That is a beagle wizard. So it's sort of like the Beagle Boys junior wizard. Maybe a little bully, but I don't think, I mean, if he's alone, I don't think he's going to. And he's up for negotiation, so negotiating. What can we negotiate with? I'm thinking, is there anything that he wants? Could use gum, game unfolding, machine, and they have some great tables. Motive. No. Wants. There's a want table here. You could use that and roll a 20-sided die. What does this NPC want? 3. Loyalty. You know what? I'm going to roll on the gum table on subject. Action, descriptor, and subject table. You will not be able to see it. I will tell you what I roll. Use percentage die. 80 is... What is 80? It is... Request. And then a descriptor word. 58. Missing. Then the subject. Request missing. Alertness. Okay. What I'm thinking, and he was looking for sort of what, loyalty? That is funny. Maybe he had an argument with someone about who is going to be the boss in their group or something. And he just wants sort of the loyalty. He wants to be the boss of this group, so he's a bit pissed. And he's also pissed about that they aren't careful enough. They're not alert enough, or maybe they don't pay attention to what it is that he wants. So I'm just going to say that he's sort of coming down the corridor and he's sort of grumbling. And we are going to ask him, do we want to mention that? Is he here to also look for the sing-song blade? I'm going to roll and do an oracle roll here. 6 is my oracle die. Where did I put my oracle? And the blue die is sort of if something comes up. If I roll a double. No. No, but he's not here for the sing-song blade. But he has heard of it. Okay. I'm thinking that this encounter is just it's played out. There's nothing more we can do. We can be friendly and ask him, is there anything else that he's looking for that we can, if we find it, we can help him. We're going to say that we can that Is there anything? Let's roll on that. Yes, there is actually. What else does he want? Let me roll 2 descriptor words. 83. Secret? Ooh, la la. And 44. Impossible secret. Of what? Should I'm going to roll a subject word as well. Distance. Oh, I'm thinking that what he's looking for, apparently this dungeon has, I'm thinking he's looking for teleportation. What do you call it? Pads. Normally in these old school dungeons, you can get some sort of teleportation circle. You could teleport around. And I'm thinking he's looking for a secret teleportation circle. Okay. Anyways, I don't know how we should help. Maybe we can meet him again. If we roll another wandering wizard, it will be him. You know, just the usual, what do you call it? Polite goodbyes and shake hands and stuff. Bye bye. So, whoopsie. Let's move the characters into this little passage, and because we need not passage chamber, because we need to roll exits out of the chamber. I'm not doing the Osric way. I'm doing white box way to roll number of exits. We have a 6-sided die -2, so that's 2 exits out of here. And because it's a chamber, it's corridors out. There's no actual doors. So where are these corridors? Opposite wall. So that is, I'm judging that to be down here. So we actually have to roll how it goes out of the room, the direction is straight, and we already read that we have to do it like that. And then the other one is where? The right wall. So that's here actually. Interesting. Weird. Okay. So this sort of ends in a dead end. Usually, when you got dead ends in the game, we can roll to see if there's a secret door or if there's a one-way passage. But I'm judging the current location here not to have neither, because that would be really, really silly unless the architect of this dungeon is an idiot. However, of course, there could be a chance of a secret. No, because it would be on the fourth square. Never mind. It's just a silly architect. So, where is the party going? Let me see. I think they're either going to the left or to the north. Maybe they changed their mind. They're going to the north. They changed their mind. So after this encounter, let's say it took a turn, we should actually roll the encounter die. No encounter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to roll on the general table. Let's do it. 18 is turn. Consult table 24. Turns and check this table again in 30 feet. Okay. So which way does the dungeon passage turn? 11. That is 90 degrees right. So, okie dokie. That is actually there. 1, 2, 3, yes. So here we're going to roll for another encounter, and 3 turns has passed. No encounter. Whoopsie. 1, 2 here. And yes. One more roll on the general table. 6 is a door. Consult table 19, door location. If the result is not a straight ahead door result, check. Straight ahead door result, check this table again in 30 feet. Okay. Door location. Da, 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 da. It's on the left wall. So the door is actually here. And then this corridor continues 2 more. No, 30 feet. That's a strange thing. The way this is explained, it doesn't really explain if it's on the third sort of tile or square, or if it's on the next. It must be the next, right? Because else I couldn't. Yeah, weird. And then it says again after 30 feet. Anyways, that's all the way down here. So we actually have a connection here. So this is connected. Interesting. Do they... I'm thinking it's quite likely that they will want to check this door. So right now, what they are doing is that they are... Oops. Going to listen at this door. So They don't have any. This is a thief skill called Hear Noises. Neither of them is a thief, but they can still do thief abilities. They just have to roll 3d6 and take the 2 lowest die and read that result. So let's do it. They all listen carefully. Okay, let me explain how this works. So first character listens. Nope. 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 And nope. So because they all listened, a turn went by. So that's the fourth turn, and we have to roll for encounter. No encounter. So every door in the game, every door is stuck. So I'm thinking they want to go in there. So let's get somebody strong up, and both Dagobert and Og are quite strong. So 2d6 plus 1 from the modifier. Yes, the door goes up and no turn goes by because we succeeded. So we can have, there's a chance we can surprise if there's somebody on the other side. Oh. Okay, behind the door. D20. A 1. Okay. There's this okay. There is a side door parallel passage. Door straight ahead. Okay, this is really confusing. I've often got trouble interpreting this side door parallel passage. So it's a passage. Door straight ahead. There are actually 2 entries on this table in one. If it was a side door, it's a parallel passage. If it was a door straight ahead, it would be a room. Oh, for the first time in my solo play career, I understand this. That is not very clear. So, it was actually a side door. So what we actually have is a parallel passage. And according to the rules, according to our light source, it goes 30 feet in either direction. So it must be like that. I'm seeing a theme in this dungeon. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Okay. We haven't moved quite far. Which direction does the party travel? 1 is left, 2 is right. They're going down here. And then they are rolling on the general table. I should say I am. They are not doing anything other than walking. 19. Turn consult table 24. It's really strange how these dungeons get a life of their own and they look really, really different. Turntable 24. Yes. 9 again? That is left 90 degrees. That is, I think, not possible. It is not. Then I'm going to say right. Actually, it's very seldom that this happens. That the sort of the labyrinth or the maze doesn't work. It's actually quite beautifully made how this uh, dungeon normally builds itself. It normally doesn't go into itself. There's a slight chance that it can, but normally it doesn't. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in the next, I have to roll an encounter roll. So, general table. Side passage. Please, side passage. Table 21. Right 90 degrees. Okay. And so it must be like that. And then it continues 30, whoops, feet. Which means we have to go up here to actually see that. Aha. So I think another turn has passed. So what happens here is that it's turn number 5. Is that we roll for encounter. As we usually do, no encounter. But the 6th turn is always spent taking a break. If we don't do that, we will get exhausted for 1 hit point. So the 6th turn is taking a break. We're starting on a fresh turn. Yeah, so which way do we go? 1 is up, 2 is right. We're going up. Let me actually save this under a name. What was it called? Crypt of Infested Whales. The Crypt of Infested Whales. And then move the here. That was 1, 2, 3. Well, side passage again. The side passage is a T passage. Okay. Let me see if I understand that. Oh, so it's just like must be a T, so it's just okay. I get it. Up here, above there, so drawing 1 and then 3 to each side. Oopsie. Uh, bu- 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 One. Boom. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Which way do they go? The party. They go to the right this time. 5, 6, 7. You're just walking around in weird corridors down here. I've never seen a dungeon rolled like this before. It's really interesting. Yes. Turn again. Jesus Christ. Consult table 24. I'm keep rolling the same shit. Turns left 90 degrees. That's weird. So that's down there. Goes around and round. Okay, so that was 7. So 8, 9. And about there we have to roll our second. No, that was just 1 turn, but we have to roll encounter roll. Nope. Okay. Go down here. 6. General table. A door. Somewhere there is a door. The door is ahead. So that is a door right here. And they are going to listen at the door. Do they hear anything? Nope. Nope. Or almost. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. Can they get the door up? Yes, they can. So they open up the stock door. Does not take a turn because they're so good at it. What is behind the door? 19. Another chamber. Okay. 13 is 20 times 40 feet, square feet room. Okay. Should we say that it goes all the way down? No, it cannot do that. So it must be like this. I'm going to ask the oracle. No, let's see. If there's a door in here, it could be a passage. So the patching continues in through the door. Let's roll for room content. Actually, I think we should roll for, before we roll for doors, we should roll for exit locations and exit directions because it's a chamber. So how many are there? There are 3 exits. First exit is in the right wall and it goes 4. It goes straight. Right. So is it 1 or 2? It's 2. It's the lower section. So it's here somewhere. What about the second exit? Also on the right wall, so it must be here. And no, that's a reroll. Opposite wall of which from where we entered. So it's here somewhere. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me roll a 4-sided die. So it's also down here. In which direction does it go? Oh, I think I forgot to, oh Christ, roll direct exit direction here. So we need to roll that actually first. It's actually this way. And the one south is going in what direction? 7 is also straight south. I could actually already draw because, whoops, that was the erase method. There. And there. So, content. 20. Treasure! Treasure table 9. Ooh la la. When you roll a 20, that's just treasure alone. It's just lying there. Okay. Okay. Treasure container. Bags. In bags, some treasure is deposited. Optionally, or 50% chance, consult table 10 and 11, treasure amount table 12. So 50% chance we have treasure guards and wards, and whether the treasure is hidden. We haven't exactly discovered the treasure yet. So there's a 50% chance that, yes, it's guarded by something. And here they mean some sort of trap or something. Poisonous insect or reptile living inside the container. Okay. There's also a 50% chance that the treasure is hidden. Treasure is also hidden. Where is it hidden? 14. Non-magically disguised. So I'm going to say that it's lying under some blanket, or there's some stuff in this room. We could roll in Nave to get some room content. I quite like to roll on those tables. Um, Let me roll on that. Hmm. Sometimes the room detail, sorry, the rooms and the details doesn't really fit, but then I'm going to interpret. And here I was sent to another page where it says the structure shape was set pyramid to the room. I'm not going to say that it's a pyramid. I'm going to sort of interpret on that. And I'm going to say that I think there's a small dais, some sort of maybe pyramid-shaped plinth or something with a flat top, and I think there's a blanket over it because it's hidden. It's quite obvious, so I think just going to say that we find it. There's some bags lying underneath the blanket, and however, in white box, there's a 2 in 6 chance that uh, that we trigger the trap. The question is, uh, yes, yes. I'm going to roll this. Let me just actually see the thief skill on traps. If that's used to avoid traps. No, it's more if it was noticeable. This trap isn't noticeable per se because it's something that is hidden in it as a poisonous lizard or something in the bag. Okay, so there's a 2 in 6 chance that the trap will spring, and who will? No, but what if I'm smart? I'm the smart adventurer and says I want to check for traps. Then it's actually a roll. I'm thinking they want to sort of um, check for traps. They are lousy at it because they are not thieves. So let's say that Dagobert Dog as the first goes up and try and look at the treasure. Does he discover the trap? He does not. Uh, it's not a trap per se, it's a hidden animal inside the. Uh, let's see if he does not. Are they all looking? Why not? That's actually a success. So they see that there is a poisonous insect in there. Do they spend a turn to try and sort of dismantle the the insect? I'm guessing so. I'm going to say here that if it's a failed roll, that we have to see if the trap springs. So I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. Yes, sadly, poisonous. I'm going to say that it's 1d6 points of damage. So it's Dagobert gives, yes, 3 points of damage. Jesus Christ. Ba, 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 ba. He's down to a 9. Oops, let me do it like this. So, Dagobert, he got bitten by the poisonous insect. What about our next character? She's it's Odul, and Odul dismantle the insect. He cannot. Does it bite him? It does. Shit. No! It bites him for 6 points of damage. Oh crap. I'm wondering if this is an insect that keeps poisoning. Yeah, let's just say that. Christ. So he's actually down to 4 HP. Right. And also oh shit. We should actually roll first to see if we have an encounter. Christ. That is really bad. Let's hope not. No. Let's continue. Does Gretchen, can she oh, I forgot something. I have to roll saving throws because a saving throw would halve the poison. Oh, Rob. Let's go back. Let's go back to Dagobert. 2d6, trying to roll 10, and he has a what? +2 versus death and poison. No. So he still lost 3 HP. But Odal has 3d6 versus poison, and it's plus what? +3. Oh. Yes. That is a really good roll because he's keeping the 2 highest dice. He rolled a 13. That's way beyond. So actually, his poison damage is halved. To be fair. So it was 6 points of damage, and he has 10, so he's down to a 7 instead. That's way better. But anyways, now it's Gretchen, and she dismantled the thingy inside. She can actually. Oh, and also I forgot they could use the modifiers, ability modifiers to this. Never mind that. She dismantles the insect. She pulls it out, steps on it. It's dead. Okay. What sort of treasure do we have on our hands? I should say this is darn interesting. Treasure amount. So, results from this table should be multiplied by the level of the dungeon concerned. So if the party is upon the 3rd dungeon level, as the D20 shows 13, they would receive, yeah, blah blah blah, we are on level 1. So if treasure is guarded by a monster, roll twice and add 1 to the result. Otherwise, okay. I do not know What is electrum in Osric? How much that is worth? Sorry for getting lost in the coin system of OD&D. So I figured out as much as electrum, I did not know that, is 1 electrum equals half a gold, which is 5 silver, as I understand it. So that means we just have to roll it and then half it. So I already rolled a 12, didn't I? Yes, so 2d8 times 100.